Hello, my people. I am doing a bedhead video this morning. It's like 10 in the morning, but I didn't go to sleep till 5, so that's that part. Anyway, I just wanted to get this video up, and I'm not even going to say quickly, because I always say that, and then it never is, and I'm a liar, pants on fire. So I was doing a little research this morning. Here's my messy scientific notebook. I look like a perfect professional right now, all out of order, don't I? Okay, so let me show you some pictures first of all. Well, let me tell you this. The weirdest thing, I was up at 5 a.m. Well, yeah, I take it back. It's the other way around. I slept a little bit last night. Clutch the pearls. I know, right? And probably about 6 hours. And then I had to get up at 5. Didn't get up at 5. I mean, go to sleep at 5. I got up at 5 because I had to take the dogs out. Because Roro is peeing everywhere. And that's a lake when he pees. So, anyway, got up. Been feeling like the belly's bigger. Been feeling like, you know, they're not sore, but just I'm fondling myself. Huh? No. YouTube, that is just a breast self-exam. There's nothing perverse about that. We're going to go with that for 500. Shh. Anyway, basically, they're not sore. They were for like a whole week or so, a week and a half. But that was like 2 weeks ago. The nips are darker. There's actually a line I can't show you that kind of goes from the nip area, like diagonally kind of towards the chest on both sides. And then, of course, I've already shown you guys the line I normally don't have that's starting down here. So here comes the conundrum. So I'm laying there at 5 in the morning all the way till 9. I did get up and make myself something to eat, bowl of cereal, and watching some YouTube free movies and all that stuff that I do. And next thing I know, I feel my stomach's moving around. I'm like, okay, must be just food I'm digesting. So then I keep looking at my stomach, and I'm like, you know, I noticed it looks kind of bigger a couple days now. But I'm like, okay. So then I feel like, you know, that feels kind of like when you have a baby moving around in there. It's a little odd. Maybe I'm just batshit. So then I'm thinking, it's just food, you know. Ate a bunch last night, eating this morning. I'm thinking about it, and I'm laying there perfectly flat on my back. And I swear, I could feel it moving. Couldn't see it really move. I could see, like, it would change shape. Like, it'd be, like, lopsided on one side. And I was like, what's going on here? Because they just called me from my beta that was drawn at the clinic last week. And they told me that your HCG came back as 1, but the obstetrician wants you to come in and see her. Why? Why 2-4? So I have an appointment on January 14th, which I believe is a Thursday. I just had a doctor's appointment, a bunch of scheduled stuff this week, like regular things, so I just didn't want to be bothered. I was like, yeah, put it on next week. So anyway, I'm sitting there this morning, and I'm like, man, you know, I got to quit eating because, you know, I look like I'm getting bigger. My scale's behind me, but honestly, I have gained 5 pounds. I've gone from 145 to 150-ish, kind of 148-ish. Somewhere in there. Normal range for me. My lips are dry. I should have put on some chapstick. But I digress. So anyway, I went back because, well, let me show you guys this first. And TMI, for those of you who are, it's not going to be TMI, really. It's just pictures of my belly. So you can see what it looks like. Because to me, I'm like, usually I lay on the bed on my back and my stomach's flat. Now when I stand up, I might have a little pudge. As we all do, most of us ladies in our 40s. But when I stand up, it's a little bigger. But I swear to you all, I'm going to show you the pictures now. This is me laying flat on my back. I think I already put pictures up on the other video that showed how my belly was with the linea nigra on there. Nigra. You know what I'm saying? That's that dark line on the bottom of your belly. And anyway, yeah, the boob's definitely bigger because my bra is tight, and I have a big size bra anyway. It's usually a little big. So, no bleeding, nothing else going on but the rent, except for the fact that my stomach's gotten bigger. So, I'm going to put those pictures in right now. Miss Alicia, you already know. Be back. Looks like somebody's been eating a whole lot of donuts and Taco Bell, doesn't it? But I haven't. There's been days I haven't eaten at all because I was so sick, like December 31st into the 1st. I was puking all day long, all night long. Not like seasick puke, like morning sickness thing. I never get that, but it's like stomach acid was just building up. And then I'd be like nauseous, and every time I try to drink water or milk or whatever, give it 30 minutes, and I'm like, yeah, that's coming back. Because I just kept making all this stomach acid. Now, I don't have a gallbladder anymore, and I don't follow the don't eat the greasy food and the spicy food thing. So, partly my fault. But honestly, I ate nothing for like 2 days. So, as you can see in the pictures, that's me laying flat on my back. Normally, it would be flat when I lay on my back. Just saying. And when I tried to suck it in earlier, I can't even suck it all the way in. I can always suck my stomach in. If I want to suck it in, it almost looks like it's curved inside, like against your spine, kind of. No, I can't do that right now. So anyway, on those pictures, you can see how big my stomach is. And it's not like bloating, because it's hard. Like, give me a second to pull my shirt and I'll show you guys. Extreme close-up. I know you all wanted that. Anyway, okay, YouTube, nothing is showing. That is my shirt tucked underneath my boobage. So here is my stomach from the front. Let me see if I don't need the light, hopefully. Sorry, thumb in front of the camera. This is me standing up. I had to do the lowrider thing here on the pants, and nothing's going to show, but my arm's too short. As you can see, there's the hip bone. There's the other one. Lovely stretch marks. Hard in my bathtub, because got all kinds of Chase's toys and everything there. But look at this. Is that not straight crazy? And it's hard. It's not mushy. I mean, I can jiggle the bottom part now, like I did before, but I ain't not jiggling up here. And it is literally hard. Sorry, I'm trying to pull my boob out of the way. Yeah. Didn't know what to say about that. Ignoring my junkie counter. I don't want to hear no comments about my counter. I keep everything in the world up there. But this is from the front. Your boobs. Alright. That's from the side. I gotta kind of stay in the light. And it was like lopsided looking down at it earlier. I don't know if it'll show here. It seemed like this side was sticking out more when I was laying down. And, yeah, that's from underneath. Hi, down there. So it literally is like this hard ball. And I swear I'm either losing my crap, but I swear for like 2 hours I drank soda this morning. I usually don't drink it. I drank soda this morning with my breakfast after my cereal. And I felt like little aliens were moving around, like lightly, but still moving. And I was like, oh, hell no. Okay, now I've been pregnant 4 times. Had surrogate twins as one of the pregnancies. And the other 3 were mine. I know what movement feels like. You know, and at first I was just like, it's something I ate. But then I was like, when I leaned forward trying to type on my tablet to do some stuff, get some work did, my boobs on my stomach, I was like, it kind of got like annoying, like, because I was like, what the hell? Right up here. Let's see if I can turn this way. Alright, that's it from the side. A little back fat roll right there, but it literally starts being hard all the way up here. I can't show you guys any better. I don't know how to make it so you can see it. Okay, it's hard under there, but there's definitely fat on top. Hard up here above the belly button, all the way to here. And even if I push down, it is hard all the way to like where your breastbone is. So I go online, being a nosy heifer like I am, scientific minded, I look up a fundal chart. You know, when they take the measuring, you have been pregnant, if you know, they take the measuring tape and they take it from here and go all the way to the top of the belly here. I do have a measuring tape, my silly behind, I didn't do that, but if I do it, I'll put it in the end, do. I don't know where it is, so we're not going to worry about that right now. So anyway, I'm just saying, the belly is hard. Like, it is solidly hard. So before on my fertility chart, I was marking bloated because the stomach was like just maybe to here. But now, I mean, it's seriously here. Like every time I lean forward, my boobs are on my belly and I could feel it and it's kind of annoying. So Let me pull my shirt back down because you don't need to see all those untoward stretch marks. All those mother's battle scars. Definitely are. Sorry, I tied my shirt in the back and I forgot. Okay, so I decided to go back on my fertility friend chart. Here's why. I swept everything. Alright, I've showed you guys this before. I had as close pert near positive as you can get on this OPK. That was absolutely on November 18th because Hubs came back. And we got busy twice. And then some more. Continuously that week. So yeah, that was my positive OPK, which I've shown on other videos. I don't know if you can see it in this lighting because I don't have it best set up like a professional YouTuber. That was the 18th of November. So we were getting, when I got that positive digital, we were like, whoop, whoop, you know, because it worked. Well, this is the one. Oh, my nails are dirty. I probably shouldn't get into dirty stuff with the dogs before I film, should I? Shouldn't I? Should. Okay, let me see how this is going to show. This is the hospital's test, so it was not too long after that. And there is a plus there. It's pinkish looking, but you guys might not be able to see it with the way the lighting is. I've shown it on previous videos, though. My screen on my phone, y'all, has been dropped twice now. Shattered. I can barely even see what I'm filming, so I'm like in the dark right here now. I'm blind. This was, let me see. Well, I'll just put the pictures in here for the two tests. The last two Wally Worlds that I took were on December 25th, and I believe it was 24th, actually, now that I think about it. And on January 2nd, and that was only because I noticed I have one sitting on the counter, and I was like, damn, I forgot I had a second one. So those are very yellowed out now that they're dried completely, obviously. Well, especially the 1-2 one, because it's straight yellow, because that urine was as concentrated as apple cider, y'all. So, let me get to the point here. This is my chicken scratch I wrote down on my scientific figurations this morning. All right, so if I go by November 18th, that positive OPK, then today, using an online calculator for how many weeks am I, or when's your due date kind of thing, it says if I go by the positive OPK, today I would be 9 weeks and 1 day. Does that look like a 9-week belly unless I got quads going on in there? Just saying. Hubs has had a set of twins before, though. And when you're older and very young, you're more likely to have twins as well. So, just noted. So that would put a due date of August 10th. Well, if I go back to when I first showed you ladies those first sets of, and I had not done any OPKs. So I had to go back and figure out what the ovulation date would have been. On, let's see, the first in October of last year, because we're in 21 now. In October of last year, on October 5th, is when I got my first positive Wally and Frere. And then I had them for like the next 5 days or so, and they stayed the same, and there was no point in me, because I was trying to get into a doctor, there was no point in me, doing anything more. And then I had spotting start, and I'm like, the period's coming, the witch is coming in. But I never got a real period. I just had like one light day, and then a couple more days of spotting, and nothing. It's like 4 days total. So I just said, okay, let's scratch that and just assume that was just an anomaly, because that was the month that 5 days after that, October 5th, I got the first positive Wally and Frere. And I kept testing in between, and I finally did a digital 5 days later on October 10th. I have to keep referring to my notes, sorry. And my first positive digi, which said pregnant, and I showed you guys, that one was on October 10th, which, funny enough, is little boy Blue's birthday. If I go by that, by the first positive on October 5th, I counted back 10 days, and that would put my ovulation around September 25th. Well, I can just tell you I wasn't charting on Fertility Friend back then about the whole baby dancing thing. Just wasn't. We were just bunnies. I'm not gonna lie. Pretty much just constantly daily. Anyway, yeah, that if I put the ovulation at September 25th, it says that today I would be 16 weeks. 16 and 6 days. Which means tomorrow would be 17 weeks. Which means that, yeah, that belly would definitely match that a lot more. And anybody who's had multiple children, you know your belly is bigger when you've had multiple, so, or had pregnancies before. So, watch this. I'm gonna suck it in, y'all. It's still there. Normally I could suck it in to where it would be like curved inward towards my spine. I can't do it. Ooh, I almost piddled myself just now. Actually, it's probably just the increased TMI for you. Belated TMI. So yeah, so then I got this idea. I was like, well, perhaps size, where am I? Because 9 weeks and 16 weeks, almost 17. Two whole different worlds. Now, if you have multiples, I guess 9 weeks might work, except for the fact there would be more than just two at this size, because I had twins, and I was not this big at 9 weeks. I can tell you that. But I'm thinking that if there is an alien in there, because that's the only other thing I can come up with that was moving around. They did give me a transvaginal ultrasound when I went to the hospital a few weeks back, and the lady just noted, first of all, they got it wrong, because they put that I was there for bleeding, and I was currently bleeding, and I have a history of irregular cycles. All of that is fuckery. I don't know where that doctor got that from, because the doctor is the one that wrote the notes in there for radiology. That did not come from my mouth, because you guys know I haven't had a regular period since July 1st. And, yeah, that part. So, I went online and I looked up fundal height. Fundal height is what I was talking about, where the doctors will measure from your, the top of your, sorry, downward view, the top of your pelvic bone here, and take the tape measure and go all the way up to wherever they feel that the fundal height is, which is where the uterus, top of the uterus is. Well, I can tell you now, if I push down on my belly, mine is way up here by the breastbone. See, that's me pushing down. Normally it should be soft up here and you should be able to push down all the way down to here or whatever. Okay, that fundal height, looking at all the charts they have and Medline stuff and all that on, you know what I mean. I can't even talk lately and I keep dropping stuff too. That needs to stop. Anyway, the fundal height would measure around 32 weeks. Huh? What? Yeah, that part. So I'm very glad that I have an OB appointment coming up next week. I have read about people who got negative betas and had negative home pregnancy tests or faint lines or whatever, and that was what they were talking about, the cryptic pregnancy. See, I told you I can't talk. Cryptic pregnancies were, but that's not really what the medical field defines them as. Doctors, I guess in their journals, they say that it's just a pregnancy that has gone undetected or the person has was in denial, basically, for many weeks or months. But there is a video, and I think I put it on one of my last videos. There was a girl who swore she was pregnant. Her doctor was like, no, honey, no. And this went on for months. And I guess she was somewhere near, I want to say 6 months pregnant by the time they finally scanned and saw something and were like, oh. The one that can explain why she had all these negative betas, a bunch of them, and negative home pregnancy tests or just like really faint lines or something. She just was gauging by how she felt. And the only difference I can say is I'm eating a lot. And you know your girl is all about food, too. And also that I'm sleeping. I actually sleep. I actually took a nap 2 days this week. Who are you? I don't even know you. I don't nap. I went 3 days last week without sleep at all. 3 days. Sun, moon, sun, moon, sun, moon. Okay? Seriously. That's my life. But anyway, yeah, so I will be interested to see what the doctor is going to say, because I'm going to go in there stomping my feet saying, I want to scan, look at my belly. This is not normal for me. So, and yet again, the frontal view, get out from in front of the camera for a second. Sorry, I'm a one-person film crew here. That's the front. That's the side. This is a lot different than what I showed you guys in the video before. And as you can see, it's definitely hard. Like a melon. Only place that's jiggling is the bottom. But look at this. What's going on? And I know there's no tumor in there because when they scanned me, all the lady said was that I'm currently bleeding, which was total BS. And that she saw a calcification. She wasn't even, I don't even know why she was scanning me then, because she wasn't even checking to see if there was any babies in there. She's doing a transvaginal ultrasound to see, I don't even know what. I guess because the doctor wrote that I was bleeding a lot. He got me confused with the patient next door or something, because that wasn't this girl. And yeah, all she could say was there was a calcification. What does that even mean? I was in the medical field. That is the vaguest possible answer. And everyone knows that what you're looking at when an ultrasound, especially a regular one, not a 4D, it's the bones being formed. That's calcification right there. But she wasn't really looking for a baby. She was looking at my lining. But anyway. That's it for this video because I'm already at 16 minutes and I don't want to make it that long. But I did get everything in there I wanted to get in. So please, please, please help my channel grow. Like my belly for some reason. Like, subscribe, hit the notification bell wherever they are around the screen, please. And I will see you guys on the next episode of Gen Crazy. Till then, bye.